Hey everybody, I'm Spring, the fiber enthusiast. Welcome into my channel, and here you will find an array of fiber arts, knitting, crocheting, weaving, tatting, spinning yarn, and it kind of depends on the mood and what comes out in my videos. Real quick, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are usually some type of educational video, meaning a tutorial of sorts. Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I spin yarn live. And Saturdays is my weekly episode. So, this is episode 30. And I am so excited and thankful for each and every one of you coming in and hanging out with me and liking and commenting and all of the communication between all of us. I think it's so awesome, the support that everybody gives everybody. It's awesome. I got several little different topics here. We'll start with the pressing one. The main one is the crochet along that I have going on for my pineapples on the boardwalk. I am thankful for everybody that has decided to join in on it. That is awesome. I am totally blessed, and I'm thankful for Katrina's creations, Jack's creations. I love to crochet. All of these are YouTube places, channels. Some have content and some may not. I'm sure I'm missing some. Oh, Sanita. All of these will be linked down below. All of them have shouted it out and been like, hey, this is what I'm doing. So it's really cool to see that happening, and bear with me, everybody. It is my first crochet along that I'm hosting for my pattern, and I'm kind of trying to work through the kinks and do the best I can. Hopefully everybody will follow along and understand everything. So far I've learned that I want to do a longer time frame for the project for the crochet along, and I definitely want to start announcing it earlier before it's scheduled to start. I was a little slow to announce it because I was nervous, but with the help of everybody, so far it's going pretty smooth. There's been some questions, here and there. How long is it? It's 86 inches long. The pineapple section of the video that I was working on for week 2 was going to be like seriously long, and I figured people would get lost in the length of the video. So I decided that after dealing with it and recording videos and uploading parts of videos and all of this stuff, I got upset. I was overthinking it. I ripped it all out and started over again. I even deleted videos I had scheduled on YouTube. That's right. I had went through all the editing and everything and had it ready to come out, and I deleted it all and started over again. I went ahead and posted the first little section of the pineapple section. Now it's just one little spot and it grows from there. It's just the starting point, so that way if somebody crochets faster than somebody else, they're not waiting for these videos, a video to start the next section. And so that's what I'm gonna do over this weekend and next week. I will be posting videos pretty regularly as to sections, and they will be labeled in the description box as to how, you know, what rows and the timestamps, so that way you can go straight to that row. And they also will be labeled videos 1 through whatever. So that way you can, you know, make a mental note or a written note as to where to go back to. Okay. Whew, that was a lot on the crochet along. Thank you, everybody. If you're not joining our crochet along, that's fine. That's cool. I got all kinds of other stuff going on too, as always. There's going to be, you know, knitting tutorials, crochet tutorials. I'm trying to get myself back around to tatting. It'll take a little bit. Anyway, we'll go on to the next thing. So during my whole pineapples on the boardwalk videotaping and stuff and ripping it out, fellow YouTuber friend of mine was like, you're overthinking it. You need to step away from it and come back to it later. Do something else for a little bit. And I'm like, but I need to get this out. So I did step away from it. And when I did, I grabbed my sewing machine, completely, totally different from crochet. Grabbed my sewing machine and sewed a organza bag with a drawstring on it. I have quite a bit of organza material in several different colors and some ribbon for them. I had been wanting to make organza bags for, you know, like if somebody bought earrings from me or something of that nature, stitch markers, something like that. I wanted to be able to have organza bags to send to them with whatever they bought. I figured I would make an organza bag. So that's what I did to step away from my pineapples on the boardwalk. So here is a finished object. And Thursday night, I had a guest spinner who spun live with me. It was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed having her spinning with me. That was awesome. And I've gotten a lot of really good reviews and feedbacks on having 2 people spinning yarn at the same time. Her using an Ashford spinning wheel, and I was using a Bluebonnet Bumblebee spinning wheel. And I mean, granted, we were spinning basically the same type of fiber, Shetland fiber. Hers was straight brown and mine was like cream and tan. But yeah, we had a lot of fun doing it. Here's what I spun during the live. I ran out of fiber. But so I spun that during the live. And if you were there, thanks. I'm glad that you were there. That was an awesome live. I was so happy with it. So over the course of this past year, I've been spinning my own yarn for a specific project. A lot of it was alpaca, and some of it wool and alpaca, and some of it straight wool. So my whole game plan was to knit myself a cardigan from yarn that I processed, or yarn that I processed and spun, or just yarn that I spun. So I've got quite a bit done since the last video. The gray part on the bottom is Icelandic wool. And then I started going up into a acrylic wool. And this is broke into 3 sections until I get to the armpits. I have the section with the stitch markers, which are the front breast panels on both sides, and then of course the back. It is going to be oversized, hopefully. But both of the front panels will have a design. And I noticed that they were kind of muted with the to color yarn. So I started adding in some straight brown to hopefully show the pattern a little bit more. We'll see as we go, but that's where I'm at so far. And this is I work on it kind of when I want something just to sit around and work on, not anything that is for my channel per se, like tutorials and things like that. This is more of a sit back, watch a movie, and do something. So there's that. Then I didn't do this at the beginning of January, but I'm going to do it now. And that way I can get rid of this. I've got them falling all over the place. So this box here, as you can see, is pretty good size. It is absolutely packed full of labels. Everything that had a label on it that I used, all of the label went in this box this past year. Now I did use stuff with no labels on it, so there's that too. But yeah, that was a lot of yarn. It really opens your eyes as to how much yarn you've used throughout a year. So there's that. I can now get rid of it and empty the box and start a new one, maybe. I'm not so sure. This is the first year I did it. I kind of did it because my husband was like, do you ever use all of that? Yeah, I do. And then I show him and he's like, holy cow. Yes, dear. I use a lot of yarn. So anyway, now I can empty that box. Yay. So another finished object, and then in the object I will tell you a little story about it. This is Pineapples on the Boardwalk. So to do this, or why I did this, was because it had been a while since I had done the Pineapples on the Boardwalk wrap. And for me to do a video of it, I had to look at the original, work up a section, and then take the project and videotape it. So I have 3 wraps sitting in front of me. One done, one I'm working up, and then one I videotaped that I'm doing for the actual crochet along. So that's what this was, and that's how far along I was in the videos. And on this one, and then I ripped it all out. Every last pineapple on the bottom, I ripped it out. And I have that much more to go, and I'll be back to where I was when I ripped it all out. But this is the one that you see me working on in the crochet along. So it's a work in progress. So this is my crochet along video work in progress. And this is now a finished object. But my memory is refreshed. I do not write patterns. I'm trying to write patterns, but my husband's actually helping me when he can write patterns. I think that is all. The only other thing that I was working on was a corner to corner, and it's nothing. The corner to corner was, I was in a live with a fellow YouTuber, a few YouTubers, and I was sitting there, and I don't like just sitting there, and I didn't want to work on my knitted cardigan because it was a pattern, and I wanted to make sure that the pattern was correct. And I'm like, what can I do that's mindless? So I reached over and grabbed some yarn off the shelf and started a corner to corner. So I have that going, and there's only about this much more of the same colors. So I'm gonna start closing it up, and it'll be, you know, however big, that big. It's nothing really exciting. It just happened to be something to do. So that's pretty much it as far as, you know, crochet and knit, stuff like that. Thank you very much to all of the people who have come in and subscribed and been hanging out here recently and are, you know, kind of still new to the channel. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you on some of the upcoming lives or videos in the comment section or in my Facebook group, which is all of the links that you can find me are in the description box below. Or if you are on a tablet, laptop, that type of thing, it will be in the right hand corner of your screen in my banner of my homepage. So yeah, that's all for this week, and thank you very much for watching again, and I will see you all in the next videos. If not, I will see you next Thursday with a new special guest spinner. I'm looking forward to that. Bye guys, be blessed and be a blessing.